Hi guys, let's watch this video together.
I'm suing my ex Daniel for giving me an allergic reaction on the most important and exciting day of my life, concert night of my favorite pop star. I end up being in the ER for the whole night, and he ended up going to that concert. So I'm suing him for $750 for the cost of the ticket because I found out that he went on that concert, not from him. He never checked on me. I found out from the post on social media from some Jessica.
Jessica?
Yeah, I don't know who is that.
Who is Jessica, sir?
Jessica is my friend Tony's girlfriend.
And why is she finding out about this from Jessica?
It was just a social media post that I was tagged in. I wasn't intending to tell her because I didn't want to hurt her or break her heart about it. I went because I spent a lot of money on this ticket. We both paid separately. And I felt like I paid for the hotel, I paid for the tickets, and I felt maybe like...
So you did go to the show with Jessica?
No, not just Jessica. I went with Jessica, Tony, and Mike.
Okay,
yeah.
So it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Ma'am, was this a special occasion?
I would consider it as a special occasion. Me and Daniel, we were together. I mean, we were going out for like a month, about a month.
So a relatively new relationship.
Yes.
And whose idea was it to go to this particular show?
It was my idea, you know.
Okay, because you said this is your favorite pop star.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and you want to go to this show, and he agrees. You agree?
Yes.
Okay, and you both agree that you're going to buy your own tickets?
Yes.
Okay, so that's not a problem. But you said something about paying for a hotel room?
Yeah, I paid for the hotel room. All the food expenses was on me. The only thing that we paid separately was the ticket because $750 is a lot of
That's
dough.
enormous. I mean, I don't even know how these concerts got to be this. I mean, I remember a concert ticket used to be $50. This is crazy. Ma'am, do you have a receipt for your concert ticket?
Yes, ma'am.
Please provide that to my bailiff. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, these shows are mortgages these days. What is going on? Okay. So I do see, floor seat. So we got the best of the best here for this particular show, $750. And you paid your $750 and you paid yours. And you're saying now you want to be paid back from him because you never got to experience the show.
He's the reason why I end up being in the hospital. On our first date, we went to a coffee shop. It was very lovely, and he took care of the coffee and stuff.
Well, I hope he took care of the coffee. It was a coffee date. Okay, go ahead.
He got a vanilla almond latte, and he offered me to sip some to try, and I said, I cannot have that. I'm allergic to almonds.
Okay.
On the night of the concert, we checked into the hotel because we decided to have a staycation.
Sure.
We both live in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And then before the concert, he took a shower and he used whatever the lotions the hotel provides.
Sure.
That have almonds like in the ingredients.
Okay.
And we got there was a moment, a sparkle between us, and we got close to each other and stuff like that. But 10 minutes after, I started getting a rush. I started,
so
short
you
of
did not actually even use the product.
He
used
did.
the product.
He used the product.
And you two were in close quarters, we'll say.
Yeah.
And then you had an allergic reaction.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I asked him if he, what did he put on himself? And he said, whatever lotion was in the bathroom. And I was like, go check ingredients. And there was almonds in there.
Ah, I see. Okay, so this led to your allergic reaction leading to, and then somebody called, the paramedics or something?
I took her to the hospital.
You took her to the hospital?
Yeah.
So what were you, hives? Tell me what your allergic reaction was.
Hives. I was nauseous. I was swelling up, kind of like a puffy all over.
So this was very bad. I see you had to stay overnight.
Exactly.
You had the ER, you had the IV treatment, and this all cost you $2,883, and you paid for that.
I paid for that, and on top of that, the next day of work, I had to skip it. So I didn't work.
Goodness. Okay, and then I see this social media post here, which is how you found out about the show.
Yeah.
Yo, hold up. Dude, what? Man, I can't even pick my jaw up off the floor right now. So you knew your girlfriend was allergic to almonds, and you still used a product with almonds in it? We don't know if you did it on purpose or if it was a mistake. But even if it was a mistake, so what? She still ended up in the ER because you weren't careful. And after thinking about it like a grown man that you are, your best idea was to leave her at the hospital so you could go hang out with your friends? Then you didn't even tell her. She had to find out on her own? Bro, are you serious? If that was my girl, man, I'd already be planning my own funeral. she would have torn my whole world apart. Fellas, don't do this to your girlfriend. Seriously, don't try this at home.
Had such an amazing time today at the concert. It's always fun seeing old friends with great music.
Yeah, so what made me feel bad about it is he had a plan B, because we were supposed to go in that concert. I ended up in a hospital, and then he still went, with
So
some
I do
friends.
have a question about that, sir. So had she not gotten sick, would you have joined with these other friends at the concert?
No, I mean, the whole date was me and her. I saw that I had a couple friends that were going. They posted on social media, and I
Okay.
figured, why not spend some time there instead of staying in the hotel, being sad and moping.
But why didn't you stay with her, I guess is my question. If this is your girlfriend, right, I would think you would be in the waiting room, huh?
I was actually with her all the way up until the visiting hours were over. I would have stayed longer if visiting hours were longer.
Do you believe that, ma'am?
Yes, he was
did
there
come,
until
he was
the end.
there. How many
Yeah,
hours was he there, ma'am?
About 6 hours.
Okay, so he did stay with you quite a
He
while.
did.
Okay, and then at some point visiting hours were over, just in time for you to make it to the concert. Is that right?
Yeah.
But
Well,
in
what
those
do you
6
know?
hours, Your Honor, I never heard an offer saying, "Oh my God, I can go to the line right now, and, instead of being with you here, I can try to sell the tickets, so you wouldn't lose the money." Or, what?
Well, did you ask him to sell the tickets, ma'am?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry.
Well, you were
I was
fighting for your
feeling-
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think that I would have asked if I were you, but I don't necessarily know that I would have been thinking about the tickets if I were him either. See the point? At this point, we were trying to make sure that your airway is open, that you're breathing, that you're doing
Right.
okay. Once he gets kicked out, I hear you saying, Mr. Sanchez, there was nothing else for you to do, but I guess try to make use of the concert ticket?
I mean, it's a lot of dough. I mean, it
You
was
didn't want to lose your money.
a little too late to really even sell anything. I mean, people were already going in by the time that I got there. So, and also just to go back a little bit, she never mentioned to me that she was allergic to almonds. She actually, what I remember from the first date is I did offer her the drink that had almond milk in it.
Yep.
And it was more along the lines, it felt like she was saying that she didn't like nuts or almonds. She didn't really make it clear that she was
So you're telling this court, because
allergic.
this is important, and you have been sworn in by bailiff here, that you're today years old realizing that this woman has a nut allergy.
I realized when we were at the hotel room when...
But before then, you had no actual knowledge that she had an allergy to nuts. Had you known, what would you have done differently?
I would have just been more precise on what I wore around her, what I fed her, But I mean, there was never really a moment where when we went to dinner for one of our dates that, neither of us had nuts. So she never...
So you're saying you never heard her say anything about an allergy?
Not to my recollection, Your Honor.
What do you say about that, ma'am?
All the dates, we had about 5 to 7 dates. We
Yes.
went on hikes. Yeah, we were entertaining ourselves outside of the food and,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So you're saying there was never an occasion for this to come up?
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna be like, "Hi, my name is, Kira. I'm allergic to nuts. How are you?"
Okay, I do understand that. Well, it's certainly a tragic thing. I am glad to see that you have recovered from said allergy, and I assume that you two have broken up as a result of this?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I hate to hear that. Do you still have feelings for this woman, sir?
I mean, I did everything I could. It seemed like she doesn't want it, so I'm not going to push my luck or my chances on it. I want to make sure that she's happy and she's growing and doing the things that she loves to do, but that doesn't require me to have to pay for a ticket she paid for.
Man, why do I feel like this whole thing was planned out? Think about it. First, he says he didn't know she was allergic to almonds. Then she ends up in the ER, and somehow he gets out of there just in time to make the concert. And then Jessica just happens to be going to the same concert? Come on now. He couldn't tell Jessica, "Hey, my girlfriend's in the ER, I ain't making it tonight?" Nah. Instead, he was like, "Yeah, let's go." That's what got me looking sideways at this whole situation. And honestly, part of me wonders if the reason she ended up in the hospital was so she wouldn't be able to go to the concert while he went with Jessica. Then when the judge asked if he still had feelings for Jessica, did y'all notice how fast he dodged that question? Man, that sounds real suspicious to me.
short, ma'am, because you wanted him to offer to pay? And had he offered to pay for your ticket, would you have said, that's okay, don't worry about it?
Yeah, treat me better, like I matter, because in the whole situation, you know, I have almost a $3,000 bill on top of this,
Yeah.
on top of missed concert, $750.
No, it's a sad thing. It is a sad thing, sir. I think you understand her point, which is that I think she was looking for more chivalry, I guess, from you, to make her feel more doted on and cared for. And your attitude seems to be kind of, it is what it is, I guess, right? Like, I don't have an allergy, and hate you missed the show. It was awesome.
I would at least appreciate a message. Hi, how are you? You know, I actually went. I didn't want to lose the money, but
I hear you.
know.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. When it comes to the legal matter, you know, I understand from your point of view, Ms. Petrov, you are just, I think you're overall just disappointed. And it was supposed to be a lovely lifetime memory, right? Instead, he ends up going to the show, having a good enough time. You got to see it on social media. You don't even get to see the show. In fact, you're stuck in a hospital overnight, missing work, losing money, and paying out of pocket. And yet what I'm having a hard time doing, Ms. Petrov, is finding a correlation that makes this his fault, that I can hold him legally and financially responsible. See what I'm saying? So this is one of those kind of like everything that could go wrong did go wrong, but I cannot say that Mr. Sanchez has breached any duty of care to you. Could he have been a bit more concerned or attentive to you? Sure, but I don't have a law that enforces that type of expectation. So therefore, I hate that you had to lose so much money, but you're going to have to lose a little more, Ms. Petrov. The plaintiff's claim is dismissed. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Emily has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Man, I gotta give Judge Penny credit on this one. Even though this dude did her dirty in so many ways, legally, she just didn't have a case to make him pay. That's the tough part. I really hope she finds somebody who'll treat her the way she deserves to be treated. And as for him, man, I hope one day he meets his match. But anyways, that's enough for me. I wanna hear what y'all think. Do y'all agree with Judge Penny's decision? Let me know down in the comments. I'll be down there reading and replying. If you find this video interesting, follow this channel immediately to keep in touch.